Hey everybody, Ray here with another video. Tonight we're doing another Final Fantasy VII Remake video. Tonight I wanted to talk about a little bit of kind of what we know so far, like all-encompassing, all the data we have, factual evidence of what we know is coming. I'm still chomping at the bit. My hype level is through the roof for this game right now, and I know a lot of you all feel the same way. So I really just kind of wanted to do a video tonight where we talk about that, and we just kind of talk about everything we know. So to start off with, we know about how big this game is going to be. So it's looking like 2 discs of data Blu-ray, which is like, I think it's going to be somewhere between 70 and 100 gigabytes. You've got, we know it's only going to take place in Midgar, so that is a lot of game data. That's a ton of game data for just Midgar. So we know there's going to be side quests and lots of exploration within Midgar. They've been talking about all the stuff they want to add to Midgar and that part of the game. And just my quick opinion on that, I think that's great. We know what they're going to do. We're never going to what they're going to use that time and that stuff they're developing for Midgar for. Really use that time to make Shinra like the big bad. I think they're going to add a lot of Shinra battles, like story battles. Like, you know, we keep hearing people say things like, well, you only fight in the first and second reactor in Final Fantasy VII. What are they doing? Oh my God, you can't, that's not a whole game. No, they're putting a lot of stuff in it. People need to chill on all that. They're adding stuff. They're fleshing things out. They're adding stuff. They're not going to show you the new stuff they're adding. They're not going to show you any of that stuff. Like, well, show it to us in a trailer. They're not going to do that. They're going to show you the things that you know in the trailers. There were a few shots from the Video Game Awards trailer where people, including myself, were looking at some of the mechs, the machines or whatever, and going, what is that? What is that thing? You know, I don't know what that is. So they're adding a lot of stuff, and they're changing a lot of stuff, which is on to kind of my next point, the new characters. Well, we only know about Roche so far. We only know about him, and we also know that he's part of like this faction. And that's probably not all, as far as new characters and things like that go. I think we're looking at not playable characters and things, but I think they're going to add a lot more characters to flesh things out, to make the game more robust and give you more to do. Quest givers, B and C characters, things like that. You know, people you run into. The Turks are B characters. I mean, I'm a big Turks fan, but they're B characters. They're not main characters. You know. So my thing is kind of like this. You know, more Turks style level characters. You know, more Turks level bosses. Let's see some soldier, first class, second class, third class, whatever. Let's see some of them and make them characters that you have to take down and defeat and take out, basically, by the end of the game. And we also know that they are changing events. They are changing events, how they happen. All the evidence you need in that is that Sephiroth is all over Midgar in this game. He's everywhere in Midgar that we've seen in some of the promotional stuff, some of the trailers that have come out. Of course, a lot of that is Cloud like freaking out, you know, and having his mental breakdowns and things like that. So in OG Final Fantasy VII, you don't even see him until Calm. You don't, and that's when you get the story and all that. Then he starts appearing to Cloud. Also mini games, like right there in the slideshow, you know, the dart mini games. You're gonna do the motorbike at a different point in the game. That's changed right off the bat. I don't know that the motorbike is gonna be that first reactor. You know, I mean, you look at that shot there. The first reactor seemed pretty cut and dry. You know, they set a bomb. After the reactor blows up, they get away. They're having their conversation about, you know, you got to make sacrifices to get things done. So you've got all that stuff going on. And then there's also the shot in the street where Jessie's given Cloud a new materia for saving her life. That's after the first reactor. Then they kind of go their separate ways, and Cloud meets Aerith. You know, so I just judging by the trailers, they've cut it in a way that makes us think one thing, but then they're doing another. You know what I mean? It's a little bait and switch, a little old magic trick. You know, don't watch what this hand's doing, watch what this hand's doing. You know, so I like what they're doing with that. Obviously, they're changing stuff up, and they're doing it in a way to where nobody really knows what they're doing. You know, they're releasing the stuff and they're showing us things in a way that they don't really know. We know what's in the game as far as what they've shown us. Then we can piece together in our minds what's happening, but we don't really know completely what's happening. Leaks notwithstanding, I'm not getting into that. I haven't looked at that stuff. I'm happy that I didn't look at any of that stuff, so it's all surprise to me. I'm not listening to naysayers and things like that out there. So, something else we know. There are lots of elements to the battle system in this game. The obvious ones are like the tactical mode, summons, and how those work. We've seen how the summons are going to work in the game. We've talked about that. They've talked about that to us in presentations. We've also got like materia, like the new materia screens, and weapon enhancement. Like, that's what I'm super stoked for, just because I love grinding in games. I love grinding and battling for hours to level my things up and hone my skills and stuff. I love that kind of stuff. Like, if you could really like do magic and stuff in real life, I would go live in the woods for 5 years and just grind in real life. You know, that's the kind of dude I am. But yeah, so that's one of my favorite things about these RPGs, JRPGs especially, you know, grinding, honing your skills, all that kind of stuff. That's new and exciting to me. To this game, like back in Final Fantasy VII, you know, you just find a new weapon at a shop or in a treasure chest or whatever, or in a bag, you know, and you just equip it and you go on about your business and you reset your material, you go on about your business. This is a whole nother level. This is on another level, and I'm excited. I'm that more than anything really is what's got me the most excited for this game right now. And I know that sounds maybe a little dumb to some people, but that's where I stand on it. That's how I feel about it. I think that's pretty amazing stuff what they're doing with that aspect of the game. What really isn't being talked about by the community very much, well, especially since the delay and everything happened. That's mainly what people are talking about. But what really isn't being talked about a whole lot is the way combos are going to work in battle. Combination attacks. We've seen little shots here and there in footage that shows team members in the party working together. Of course, when you get captured, you got to work with the other person. But I really think that, you know, there's a shot. I don't have it, but somebody pointed out a shot in one of the trailers and one of the playthroughs that Tifa jumps off of Cloud's sword for an attack. Let me tell y'all something. The first time I'm playing this game and that happens, I'm geeking out, man. I am losing my mind because I've always thought that would be cool. You know, ever since I watched Berserk, and you know, Berserk, Guts and Griffith have the battle, and Griffith standing on Guts' sword with his sword at his throat and everything. And my first thought when I saw that scene was, man, it would be dope if Cloud could swing people with his sword and throw them at people. So I thought that was cool. I think that's a real possibility in the game. And you know, how if they do those combos, how are team-up combos going to work? What's going to be the situational input for those? And you know, possibly team-up special attacks a la Chrono Trigger, you know, X-Slash and stuff like that. Don't even get me started on that, man. I think that right there is a really cool thing. People aren't really thinking about it. And right here, we're talking about, you know, the materia right there on the screen. People aren't really talking about that. They're not really talking about their expectation for that. They're not really going in very hard on that conversation. I haven't seen it, at least. So that's something we need to be thinking about. We're only a couple of months away at this point from this game. Well, about 10 weeks, something like that. So not bad. It's not bad. You know, we got 4 weeks. We got to get through March and February. We're at the end of this month, so yeah, we got like 9.5 weeks. That's not bad, people. That's not bad. There is going to be lots, and I mean lots, of new story content in this game. We already have evidence of that, just in how much they're changing, how much dialogue we've seen between characters, just how big we know this game's going to be. And not only that, but the story broke about this world preview book for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I talked about it in a video. The big thing I took away from that was Kazushika Nojima is actually writing a short story about that takes place within the world of the game. And I have a theory about that. My suspicion is it's about setting us up for like the new, less familiar direction that the narrative is going to be in this reimagining of the tale. The core elements are going to be there, Sephiroth and his fate, Aerith and her fate, Cloud's fate, the fate of all the characters, their interactions, how they feel about each other, Shinra. All those major plot points are going to be in there, but they're going to put them in a blender. They're gonna give them to you at different points, I think. And I think this short story from Nojima is going to be paramount in getting the ball rolling on that. I think they want to get that book in people's hands. I think they want people to read that story. I think they want people to be prepared. So there's going to be a lot of new story elements in this game. They're going to take one of the best stories ever written and they're going to expound upon it. And when I say expound upon it, I mean, I believe, and this has been a very unpopular opinion with people are split right down the middle on this. I'm in the camp that I believe they're going to use compilation of Final Fantasy VII stuff to help tell the story. Now, they're going to show it, or you're going to play it? No. You're going to play this game, and that's it. You're not going to play flashbacks from Crisis Core. You're not going to do any of that stuff. You're not going to play as Zack for any extended period of time or anything like that, unless it's like a DLC or something like that. They're going to stick to the characters in this. They're not going to take away from that, but they are going to use that stuff to help flesh out this world. They're going to use that as background, as filler, like for example, okay, in The Lord of the Rings, you don't go back and see in the movies how Sauron gave everybody the rings and did all that. You just know it happened. That was part of the world building. You just know that it happened, and that's what this is going to be like. They're going to drop little Easter eggs, little tidbits, little things people say, and maybe a document you can read and find or whatever if you go out of the way to do it. Especially when you get Shinra Mansion. Oh, God, Shinra Mansion in Game 2. Come on. Give us a spot in the Shinra Tower Library where we can just read. I just want to read on all the stuff they're putting into this game. But that's how the compilation of Final Fantasy VII stuff is going to work. And really, compilation of Final Fantasy VII, the only two things I'm really thinking about are Crisis Core and Before Crisis. Those that Before Crisis, you can use that to flesh out the Turks and flesh out Avalanche. Crisis Core, obviously, obvious reasons for using that. Dirge of Cerberus, Advent Children doesn't come till later, so that's not even relevant in this game. You have the Deep Ground Soldiers from Dirge of Cerberus. You could see a few of them, but they're not anybody you're going to interact with. I mean, they're still being experimented on. They're still underground being experimented on. So there's that. But lots of new story content. So we know that for a fact that new story content is coming. We just don't know what. So I'm partially speculating on that. But I do feel very strongly that we're getting some compilation of Final Fantasy VII to help flesh things out. I know there's been some reports they said no. I think it's yes. I think it's happening. So that's my opinion on that. We also know that the game was delayed because they said they wanted to add some polish to the final product. I'm cool with that. All speculation on the delay aside, if I take things at word face value, which is what I'm just going to do, if you think about the delay, 5 weeks, that's about how long adding one more shiny coat of paint, to this to the renders and things on this game. That's about how long it would take. So I've got no reason. Well, I've really got no reason and no time to doubt that. You know what I mean? I'm all in on this game. So if they say they're delaying it 5 weeks to make it look better, to make it feel better, to make it play better, throw a new shiny coat of paint on it before you drive it off the lot, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So, Are they adding small details and little tidbits of content with the delay? Maybe. I'm hopeful. Anything you can do to make this game more complete and a better experience for everybody, I'm all in on that. I am all in on that. You take me on a ride. I've said it. Take me on a ride. I've said it several times. You know, I'm excited. I want to play this. I want this to be the most complete experience that you can possibly get. That being said, I don't want to have to play it for the first time in September. I want this delay to be the last delay. But I'm cool with this delay. I'm very cool with it. I've got plenty to do. I for sure have plenty to do. You all will find out here shortly. I've got a video coming out about how much plenty I have to do. But I'm cool with that. I want them to add more stuff. Add some side quests. Add some other extra missions and stuff like that. DLC. Work on incorporating some future DLC. I'm getting the season pass, so whatever comes out, I'm going to have it. That's just the side quest junkie in me, though. I love side quests and that's why I love JRPGs. Their side quests are so fun to me. And other companies have kind of taken notes on JRPGs in recent years on how to do their side quests and how to add more depth to the game. And so that aside, I don't want to get off on a tangent. So far, the things that we know about this game, the things that we know, they're out there. They're out there. There's plenty of stuff to be hype about in this game. I'm at hype level alpha, baby. Hype level alpha. So I am all in. I can't wait. I hope you all have enjoyed this little breakdown of kind of what we know about everything right now. There's some other small little tidbits and things out there, but I don't want this video to run too long, so I just kind of hit the high points of what I wanted to talk about. There are other things to talk about out there, though. So as far as, like, you know, the characters they've shown and interactions and maybe some things they've changed about the characters, those are small details. That's an opinion thing with a lot of people too, so I just want to cover these things. But hope you all liked it. If you all have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We just crossed 1,300 subscribers, so that's a big deal for me. Still a small channel, but we're moving along in the right direction. I think you all are liking the content. I'm enjoying delivering the content. I have a good time doing this. And this is a nice break for me to come and talk to you all, enter your all's iPads, iPhones, computers, and just chat and talk about the things we love while I take a break from all my art and other stuff that I've got going on. So please subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the bell for all notifications. I do stream on here from time to time. I do stream on Twitch and stuff like that too. If you want to follow me on social media and talk to me on there, I'm always happy to do that. My Twitter handle is @Kaufman20XX. And same handle on Twitter, so you can find me on there. And my Facebook page just went over 2,000 followers. My Facebook fan page went over 2,000 followers. Really excited about that because I don't just do YouTube stuff. I do art stuff. I do writing and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of the main hub for all the stuff that I do. But anyway, I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great night. I hope you keep rocking. And I hope you're all looking forward to Final Fantasy VII as much, if not more, than I am. You can't be looking forward to it more than I am. Some people out there, maybe. Only a few of you, though. That's it. That's it, though. Anyway, you all have a great night. Be good to each other, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a good night.